Hey guys, it's Michaela again, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So this speed build is based in Newcrest, and I actually got the floor plan from a real life floor plan, which I know some other YouTubers do, like they like to recreate from a real life floor plan. But for me personally, I think that's very helpful, especially when you first start building. When I first got The Sims 4 and I hadn't really built anything before because I obviously don't build real life houses, and I was struggling so hard with trying to build in The Sims 4 because I didn't know how to do it. Like I didn't know how to make it look nice. The floor plan never looked good. So I started building by recreating real life floor plans, which if you're struggling, I highly recommend it. Because I feel like when you just go into The Sims, you don't know like how floor plans really work, if that makes sense. Like we're in houses all the time, but it's just different when you are starting with literally a blank canvas and you're trying to do it all on your own. And the biggest reason why I went and found a floor plan for this house is because, I mean, I know I used to build, like, this isn't really a big house, but bigger houses. This is 3 bedrooms. I used to build them a lot when, about a year ago when I was doing YouTube videos, but then I took like a huge long break. And when I started building again and posting on YouTube again, it was just easier for me to start off small. So that's why all of my builds, or most of my builds, have been on the smaller side. So I figured, so I don't get overwhelmed, I should just go off of a real life floor plan. And I really like the way that it turned out. And I think just like in general, it's just helping my building too. Because like I said before, when you just like go off on your own, like you always know like what works, what doesn't work. And I feel like there is a lot of frustration when it comes to building. I was actually streaming on Twitch the other day, and I'm doing the 100 baby challenge on there, which it's going a lot better this time. I tried doing the 100 baby challenge before, and I mean, I stopped live streaming then, but I remember struggling so hard. Like, my matriarch was always peeing herself. She was like dying all the time, not like literally dying, but like passing out and all this other stuff. Now I think I am off to 4 kids on there, and I don't think she's pregnant again. She's about to be pregnant. But anyways, I was trying to build her a house before I actually started because obviously she should probably have a house to start off with. And I was struggling so hard with like trying to make it work. So I don't know, this was a really long rant about using floor plans, but I really recommend it. Even if you're like a pro builder and you build all the time, it's just good to see like what is like actually out there. Also, I feel like playing The Sims and building is really fun because, like, for me personally, I'm 24 years old, and one day I want to get a house, and for me, I really want to have a house built. I don't want to build it myself because I know I'm not that skilled, but I love decorating. It's so much fun. I wish I had more money so I could like do like all these fancy like interior decorating. Like I feel like maybe in the past life I was an interior decorator, or maybe that could have been like something I would have done instead of going through the education path. I don't know. Also, my cousin, she works in construction, and I think I've told you guys this before, but she also really likes interior decorating, so maybe it just runs in the family. But anyways, back to this build, now that I have gone on a huge long rant about everything. I designed this house. It's 3 bedrooms, like I said before, and then 2.5 bathrooms. And the family I had in mind was a couple who has 2 children, both girls, a toddler and a childish child, that doesn't make sense. But one's a toddler, one's a child. And so you'll see that I put like a lot of kid stuff around, especially in the living room. Now I kind of going back and forth a little bit because usually what happens when I'm building in The Sims is I'm scrolling through things and I see something and I'm like, oh, this will go in this other room, but I'll go look for it later on. And then I have such a hard time trying to find that said item. So I'm trying to do a thing where if I see an item that I know I want to put in another room, I'm just gonna go put it in the other room so that way it's already there and I don't have to spend time trying to look for it again. And right now I'm working on the kitchen. I think I've said this before, but I absolutely love these counters. They're from Parenthood, I think. And I think they're so cute, and I think they do work for like a family. I also have the little island in the middle, and usually I don't do the 2 rows for the island. I usually just do the one. But in the last few houses I've been building, I've been wanting to do that. And then the floor plan that I was looking at, since it shows like where the counters are in the kitchen, it was kind of like this layout. The fridge and the stove were in a different placement, but I feel like it just worked better like this because I feel like the stove and fridge and sinks should be relatively close because when you're cooking, you're probably going to be using all 3 of them together. Because otherwise, the stove is like really far away, and I was like, I mean, it's really not that far away because it's still like within the same room. But just thinking like realistic wise, would you want to walk like a few extra steps or not? I don't know, maybe I'm just really lazy. And I also really like the backsplash. I mean, I just really like backsplashes in kitchens. I usually use that in all my kitchens unless I'm like specifically going for like a rundown house or something like that. And then I had this wall you can see there, so I just put some random stuff down and just some random decorations because I really wanted this home to feel like a good family home. And then over here I'm working on the office area, so which I think is really good to have in houses because at least I remember when I was growing up. I mean, now it's a little bit different because I feel like a lot of times kids just have their own computer, whether their parents give it to them or they just get one from school or whatever. But I remember when I was growing up and going to other people's houses, and it was a big thing that there would just be like the computer room. Where I grew up in the apartment and house that my mom had, it was never big enough for that, so the computer would just be in the living room too. But I remember going to like actual houses of my friends, and there would just be a certain room that would have the computer, and then since there was only one computer, then you had to share it with everyone. So I guess for the people that had siblings, that could be a little bit difficult. I'm an only child, so I have never had to deal with like sharing or anything like that, which definitely affects me now that I'm older. Now, I know how to share, but I don't like to share, which I found is very difficult. Like when I hang out with my boyfriend, he'll like, I have no problem taking his food, but then sometimes when he goes for my food, I have to like tell myself like, no, let them have your food. Don't be like this. If you're an only child, like, does this happen to you? I know there's other kids out there that like have no siblings and they also don't like sharing. So I know I'm not the only one, but I don't know, sometimes I feel weird about it or something. Yeah. And now over here, I do have a bathroom downstairs. Upstairs I have 2 bathrooms, but one of them is connected to the master bedroom, and then one will be for the kids, so they don't have to go downstairs. Also, there is no shower in the downstairs bathroom. And I also had the laundry room, which is always important to have. And now in here I'm making the older girl's bedroom. I decided that her favorite color is yellow, which if you watched my video yesterday, my Jane Creative video, I'm pretty sure I mentioned yellow and how it's like a happy color. Like, I don't know, I think it's because sunshine is, or the sun is yellow. Or is it actually yellow? Or is it not? Or is it just like white? I feel like, I mean, when you see like pictures and stuff, you always draw it yellow. So I'm gonna go with the sun is yellow. And so I think this girl's favorite color is yellow. And so that's why I put a bunch of stuff in there. It's also very happy. And I don't know, I like the way that this room turned out too. And I like that I made her, or like imagined her as a child, because I don't know, I really like decorating kids' rooms and like nurseries. Although I wish we had more like baby furniture in The Sims. Like when I just go with the EA stuff only, I never know what to put in nurseries. Like I know there's ways that I can make like a changing table and try to mimic some stuff. But in general, like I feel like I need custom content to make like a really good nursery. But with that being said, I have also seen other creators out there make freaking awesome rooms for babies. So I think it's just me probably. And then over here, I'm working on the toddler's room. I decided that, well, I guess a toddler would probably have a favorite color, right? Maybe they don't know. I mean, I feel like also it'd be like the parents that would be deciding the color of the room too. So I went with a lot of purples, and I really like the wallpaper right there. And it has like the grass and the butterflies, and I think it's really cute. I also like it in the, I think there's like a green swatch or something, and I forgot what else it comes with. And I just put some random decorations on the walls and stuff. Of course, since this is for a toddler, it would be the parents who would be deciding most of the decorations until the kid gets older, which I have a question for you guys. What was your room like when you were a baby? Like my mom's theme for my room was Winnie the Pooh, and so I had a lot of those decorations up even until I was like 10 or 11. But then obviously as I grew up, I would add more stuff. I remember my rooms as a kid. I would have so many posters. Like, do you guys remember having book fairs at your elementary school? I mean, I'm assuming other schools did this too. I remember whenever the book fair would come to my school, I would always get posters. I would have like dog posters, cat posters. Obviously, I really wanted a cat or a dog. But for the first 11 years of my life, we couldn't have any animals. Although we did sneak in some guinea pigs, which were technically not allowed, but it's fine. They were just guinea pigs, so it's not like they did much damage because they were just in their cage all the time. But now I'm working on the master bedroom, which I feel like this was a decently sized master bedroom. Because I feel like I like either make them way too big or just like barely too small. The issue that I have with having rooms that are too big is I don't know how to fill up the space. And I don't know how to have empty space in the bedroom because then I feel like I'm not filling it up all the way. But I feel like I did a pretty good job of this. I have like the basic stuff, dresser, bed obviously. And I always put nightstands on both sides of the bed. Because also if like you're married or live with someone, like a significant other, then I feel like it's good to just have like your own nightstand. At least for me and my boyfriend, we both wear glasses first of all. So like I like having putting my glasses like right next to me on my nightstand. Also, I just like hate not wearing my glasses ever because both my eyes are different. So if I go around too long without the glasses, then I start to get headaches. So I think it's good just to have like a space so I can just like reach over real quick when I wake up. Although I guess when I look close up, then it's fine. So when I'm just like looking at my phone in the morning, that's fine. But anyways, now I'm still working on the bedroom, and what I was going with before with the space thing is I felt like I put a bunch of stuff in here, and it worked really well. Because I thought, I feel like in a lot of bedrooms in just real life, people do have a little bit of clutter. I know, at least when I build in The Sims, I usually try to make it look really nice, like very minimal. That was a very hard word to clutter sometimes. I know I like cluttering up like the kitchen counters and stuff like that, so I think I'm good at that. It's just there's other things like bedroom, like on the floor and stuff. Like I do like sometimes in kids' bedrooms like to put just like a mess on the floor, which I wish we had like more messy stuff to put on the floors. Because especially for kids, I mean, at least for me, I was not a neat child. My room was a mess all the time and my mom did not like it. But it's realistic, right? Maybe I was just messy. But anyways, now I'm working on the master bathroom. What I really like in master bathrooms is to put the jetted bathtub, because first of all, I just really want one in real life one day. And also, I just feel like it's nice. And I feel like in the master bedroom, it should be a little bit nicer. The parents are hard at work taking care of the kids. They should have a nice bathroom. They can go take a bath if they want, relax after a hard day. And now I'm working on the backyard. I did want to put a pool in here, but I had to stop myself because I was like, no, I don't think this family would have like an in-ground pool. I wish there was an easier way to make like the above ground pools. I know how to do it, but I wish we just had more options like in the game. I think that'd be pretty cool to have in like a future pack or something. or maybe even a free update. Probably more like a free update, realistically though. But anyways, that's just about the end of the speed build. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any requests for like a certain type of house or a certain lot, please let me know, because I am trying to fill up every single lot in every single world in The Sims 4. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you like me and my content, please make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.